On a windy autumn day, Monty and I randomly chose a charming chateau to explore in the commune of Mons. We expected pretty much the same thing we've seen so far that was common among chateaux in France. Beautiful architecture, grand halls, rich history. Well, Domaine de Candé certainly had all that, but we didn't expect the spooky experience, which was certainly a thrilling and pleasant surprise. The atmosphere was certainly avant-garde, which beautifully matched the Gothic Revival architecture. Originally built in the 16th century, it has evolved over the centuries as a juxtaposition of periods, giving the chateau a unique look. Like many grand estates in France, it began as a symbol of power and prestige. Its walls were crafted from stone quarried nearby, and over time, it was expanded, blending Renaissance elements with the original Gothic design. From the imposing towers to the intricate stone carvings, every detail was designed to impress, yet it also retains a certain warmth. You can imagine it as both a fortress and a home, somewhere both grand and inviting. It's hard to decide what captivates you first, the elaborate Halloween setup or the authentic architectural beauty that pulls you in deeper. Each room you walk through feels like a scene from an old Gothic novel. But the story of Domaine de Candé is far from fiction. This chateau has seen real history unfold. Moments as significant as the marriage of Edward VIII and Wallis Simpson in 1937. A love story so scandalous that it reshaped the British monarchy. Within these walls, Edward gave up his throne for love, changing the course of British history forever. You can almost feel the weight of that decision in the air, a mixture of romance and defiance that echoes through the chateau's corridors. It was a wedding that shook the world, and Domaine de Candé was at the center of it all. Even though the chateau was far from the political turmoil of England, it became a symbol of love, scandal, and independence. But there's more to Domaine de Candé than its historical guests. The chateau itself is a masterpiece. One of the things that makes the chateau so unique is how it blends the old with the new. Though this chateau is centuries old, it was quite ahead of its time, earning the reputation of an engineer's estate. Thanks to the wealth and innovation of its owners, the estate boasts remarkable modernities that set it apart from other chateaux of its time. Imagine walking through a chateau with the grandeur of a medieval fortress. Yet you find features like a fully operational telephone exchange installed as early as 1927, allowing calls worldwide, a rarity at the time. Domaine de Candé also had heating and electricity long before many of its contemporaries, with ultra-fast fill bathtubs, heated towel rails, and intricate water control systems that were in place by the late 1920s. It even has a sports hall from 1927, yes, a gym, inside a chateau, and kitchens equipped with monumental stoves, freight elevators, and bakery proving rooms that feel like stepping into an old-world culinary haven. There's also the 3-level Skinner organ, installed in the late 1920s. These touches of modernity make you realize that this chateau was not just a symbol of power and beauty, but also of progress and innovation. The lighting wasn't very good in the chateau because of the dark decor, but to be honest, we really did not mind. In fact, it was refreshing to finally see what a castle would look like if it were cluttered and messy, as if people actually lived there. That was precisely the feeling you get inside the chateau, that it was still very much someone's home. This reminds us of the most common question we get from our community. Is it really possible to not only tour, but actually stay inside a castle? The short answer is yes. If you're like us and can't get enough of exploring these incredible structures, we've got something that might just make your castle hopping dreams even better. Our ultimate online castle guides. These guides are designed to help you plan the perfect castle adventure, whether you're heading to France, the UK, or beyond. We've done the research for you and curated the must-see castles, the best times to visit, and even provide you with a list of nearby places to stay or dine to make the most of your trip. You'll also find some hidden gems so that you won't have to be in places that are usually packed with tourists. So if you're planning a trip and want to explore castles with a bit more confidence, or even if you're a bit more curious to see what it's like to live in a castle, Our guides are the perfect companion. You can find them right on our website. Find the link in the description below. Domaine de Candé is a fully furnished castle. The furniture is largely derived from those bequeathed by Bedaux and now owned by the French Mobilier National. A partnership agreement with the French Mobilier National has allowed the estate to get back this furniture, dispersed over the years. Now the furniture are in their home here in the chateau, in the rooms where they were originally placed. There were no reports of hauntings here, at least none that we know of, but standing in the softly lit rooms, you wouldn't be surprised if a ghost or two joined you for tea. And then there are the gardens. The chateau is set on vast, peaceful grounds that make you feel like you've stepped back in time. The rolling lawns, lush gardens, and the surrounding woods provide a perfect escape, as they did for its many residents over the years. There's something powerful about seeing the chateau's turrets stretch toward the sky as if it's reaching for the past, trying to hold on to the legacy it has built over the centuries. And perhaps that's the magic of Domaine de Candé. It is a place where history feels alive. It's a place that captures both the imagination and the heart, making you feel like you've stepped into another world, one that you're not quite ready to leave. But this isn't goodbye. We'd like to come back if only to see the chateau without all the cobwebs and spooky decor. If you enjoyed this short exploration, give this video a like. While you're at it, subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss our Part 2 tour of this chateau and more chateaus to come, right here on Saving Castles.